the remaining. So what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? It is directly going to the
Break
case 3.
statement.
Yeah, it is directly going to the third case, that is good. But after executing that, it is in sequential manner, it is executing the remaining blocks also. So what we have to do, after executing that particular block, we have to
Break.
incorporate a break. Okay? Break is a special jump statement which makes your control to come out of that particular block. So whenever this break executes, the control comes here. Okay? So every case has to be followed by a break statement. Okay? Do I need to put a break after default? Just think, do I need to put a break statement after default section? Anyways, when this default guy gets executed, if the day is not from 1 to 7, this section gets executed. When this section gets executed, what is the very next line? Close of switch. That means anyways you are going out of switch. There is no need to put a break here because you are already at the end of the switch statement. Okay. So we'll read a number from the keyboard. How to read a number from the keyboard? Machpera?
Scanner.
Scanner. Good. So how to read an integer? Next int. See the lower camel case. I am using a class called scanner. So what should I say? Please import scanner class for my program. How to import? Okay. So scanner is a class present in the util package of Java. So import that particular class and then you can use it. Otherwise you'll get an error. Okay. So we'll run it. It's getting an error. I have not declared the day. So it's not automatic type, automatic variable creation like Python. Here you have to declare that this guy is acting in my cinema. Munde cheppeyali. Okay. Somewhere unreachable break. Sorry, I kept 2 breaks here. This is a warning. Break tarvata inko break pettanu. Akkadiki eppudu control elladu ani cheptundi. Okay. So the bugs are cleared. Now you can run your program. So it's waiting for a number. I have not given any welcome message like enter a number in that way. I have given 7. It is saying Saturday. I have given 4. It is saying Wednesday. That means it went to case 4, executed that block and came out of that block. Okay. So now I'll give a number which is not from 1 to 7. As no case exists with the number 1 to with the number 9, it went to the default section. Okay. Is it clear? So this is about case. Switch, case and default are keywords. Break is also a keyword. Switch followed by a choice. This choice can be an integer, a character or a string. This choice should be equal to one of the case. Otherwise, it will execute default. Deniki equal ga undo chusi, that block it will execute and go out of it. Okay. So this is about switch. Shall we see the syntax now? So this is the syntax. This is the syntax. In switch, you can put a variable name or expression. That means if I put a plus b value will be computed and based on that outcome, it switches. Okay. It switches to a case. The meaning is it switches to a case. So case value 1, some statements I have written only one statement. You can write many statements. Local multi brackets petals avsaram ledu. Case case number, colon, you can write more number of lines followed by break. Okay. So this is the theory, how it had got executed. And the one I have deleted now before typing. Yesterday I typed that. So this is the example program. Here day is equal to 4. It will switch to this guy and it will come here. So tell me what is the output for this program?
Thursday.
Thursday followed by?
Done. Done.
Yeah. Shall I type here? Thursday. Thursday followed by done as it is. Done tarvata space ichi exclamation ichanu. Those things as it is. Okay. So this is about switch statement. But there is one more point you need to know about switch statement. Okay. I am removing this section. See, now I want to read a variable called month. Don't worry, I'm not writing 1 is equal to January, 2 is equal to February, that program. Okay, we'll learn one more thing. Switch, based on the value of month, I want to switch. Okay, so what I want to do is, if the month value is 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to print first quarter. Okay, 1, 2, 3 first quarter, 4, 5, 6 second quarter. If the month is 7 or 8 or 9, I want to print third quarter in that way. Otherwise, summer, winter, whatever you feel, you can put. So case 1, case 2, case 3. Okay. Whatever the value of the month, 1 aina, 2 aina, 3 aina, what I want to print? System.out.println first quarter of the year. Okay. And I want to break. If it is case 4, case 5 or case 6, okay, what is this? Second. If my month value is 1, what it will do? It will directly go to this case 1. Nothing is there to execute, not even break. So it will not go out. It will go down. Nothing is there. It will go down. It will print first quarter of the year and it will go come out of the switch. That means if you give 1, 2 or 3, the output is first quarter of the year. If you give 4, 5 or 6, the output is second quarter of the year. Okay. So in this way also you can write switch statements. It is it's not allowed to put case 4, 5, 6. Okay. That month expression should be equal to case value. What's this? So I want to put a default section. There I want to write, if someone gives a number which is not in the range 1 to 12, it has to print invalid month. Okay. See this program. So now I want to give the month number as 5. What is the output I will get if I give 5? What is the output I'll get if the month number is 5?
Second quarter of the month.
Yeah, that's correct. If I give 5, it directly switches to case 5. Nothing is there. It will go down. It executes and then breaks. Okay? Emi ledhu kada ani break ayipodu. In a sequential manner, it will go down. Okay? So if I give 5, I should get second quarter of the year. So if I give 1, I should get first quarter. If I give 13, it's an invalid month. Okay? Hope you understood what I said. Okay? You can learn more about switch using online. There is no need to worry that I don't have textbook and all to learn any coding language. Okay? So this is a sample program using switch statement. Is the switch statement clear? Is a multi-way decision statement or a two-way?
Multi-way, ma'am.
Multi-way, yes. See here 13 ways are there, but you will execute only one. In that way, we are calling it as a multi-way decision statement. Okay. So now we'll see the second section of conditional statements. So at the beginning, this topic is flow control, how the execution of the statements flow is controlled in Java. As part 1, we have seen conditional statements. That means simple if else, nested if, else if later, and switch. 5 statements we have seen. The second statement, the second set of statements in flow control of Java are loops. When we go for loops, you should answer very quickly because you might have used a lot of loops in your first year. When we use loops, when loops are used, you can even type at least. I'm looking at the chat box. Am I audible? Okay. See, if you are running a program, the set of instructions will execute in a sequential manner, one after the other, one after the other. Okay. If you want to skip few portions and execute few portions, then you'll go for if and if else, those kind of statements. Okay. And maybe some internet connectivity problem. For that reason, my voice is breaking. I have taken a lot of care. Is it breaking for everyone? Is my voice breaking for everyone? Yes or no? Okay, try to listen. If you, I'll cover only one loop today, and you learn the rest. Learn the rest online. Okay, and if you still have any problem, we'll repeat it in the tomorrow's class. Okay. Maybe due to internet connectivity problem, the internet speed is also good. Why it's not why it's breaking? I'm not understanding. Okay. If you want to skip few portions of the program and run few portions, you will depend on if-else statements. If you want to iterate, that means if you want to repeat a set of statements, then you need to write loop. Loops are nothing but repetition statements or iterative statements. Okay. So loops are written or used in your program based on the problem you are solving. Okay. You have lot of loops, for loop, while loop, and do while loop. You are aware of for loop and while loop in Python and C. Do while loop is also present in C, and there is an additional for loop that is called enhanced for loop. in Java. Okay. Now today we'll see while loop. Tomorrow, as voice is breaking, tomorrow we'll see the rest of the loops. Okay. So while loop. While is a keyword. While is a keyword. Okay. So how a while loop is written, we'll see that. So I'll write from the beginning so that it looks good to you. So how a while loop is written. So the syntax of the while loop is we use a keyword while, okay, followed by a condition. This condition should give either true or false. Okay, you should not put all the expression. You have to put an expression which gives either true or false. And here you will write lines of code. Okay, if this condition is true, you'll go inside the block and these things will get executed. Okay, if this is false, then you'll come out here and this part will be executed. Okay, so now I want to print hello world 5 times. Okay, I want to print hello world 5 times. See how to do. To iterate 5 times, I have to count that 5 times is done or not. For that reason, I need an index variable. I need an index variable. Okay. Control variable, index variable, looping variable, anything. Just to count the number of times my loop is repeated. Okay. How many times I want to execute? 5 times. I am writing a mistake here. Okay. I less than 5. What I want to print on the screen? Hello world. So what it will do? Initially I equal to 1, 1 less than 5. So it will go inside and print hello world. Again it will go to the head of the loop, 1 less than 5. It prints the hello world. Again it goes to the head of the file, 1 less than 5, hello world. What is this? It is always checking 1 less than 5. What I have to do? What I have to do?
Increment I.
Yes. As a coder, you have to take care that at some point it should become false. If it is not becoming false, then it will become an infinite loop. Atla tirugtune untundi. Okay. So as a coder, you have to take care. I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. Otherwise, shorthand assignment operator. I is equal to I plus 1. Otherwise, you learnt one more operator. Okay. Everything is allowed, but which makes your code simpler, readable, and look stylish, that you have to follow as a coder. Okay. So 1 less than 5, I went inside 1 time. 2 less than 5, I went inside. 3 less than 5, I went inside. 4 less than 5, I went inside. 4 times I printed hello world. 5 less than 5. True or false? False. So,
False.
so there are 2 ways I can correct this mistake. Here I can keep a 0. Otherwise, I can keep like this. Okay. Both are valid solutions. Coding ante ilage rayali ani ledu. You can follow your own conventions. Okay. So if I run this, see loops. So it has printed hello world. Okay. So is it okay? Now I want to print numbers from 1 to 5. What to do? I want to print not hello world. I want to print number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that way. What should I do? When I is equal to 1, I have to print 1. When I is equal to 2, I have to print 2. When I is equal to 5, I have to print 5. That means I have to print I. Okay? Clear? Okay. find sum of first 5 numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So what change I have to make?
Sum equals to sum plus I.
Good. But before storing, as it is not Python, I want a temporary variable to store the sum. Okay. When you are doing additions, the initial value should be additive identity 0. When you are doing multiplication like factorial calculation, then the initial value should be 1, multiplicative identity. Okay. So here you can write sum plus equal to I. Okay. I have calculated the sum. What's the use if I don't print it? Kada? So I have to print it. What's the error? Are you able to identify? Those people who are, yeah, those people who are using, you watching in mobile, it becomes hard to you see that command window. Okay. See this system. This is the error. System is a class. So sum equal to 15. Sum of first 5 numbers is 15. Okay. So can I write in this way? Can I write in this way by removing this? Can I write in this way? Sum is equal to sum plus I plus plus. Can I write in this way? We'll see the output. If it gives correct, then we can write in this way. Correct? Sum is equal to 15. Oh, we can write in this way. So what will happen here? This is an increment operator, post increment. That is equal to sum is equal to sum plus 1 will happen first. Then I is equal to I plus 1 will happen next because this is post. Okay. If I put plus plus I will be incremented first and then it is added to sum. Okay. So you can put like this. My main intention to keep like this is, so if the body of the loop is having a single line, then there is no need of brackets. If the body of the loop has more than one line, compound statement aithe ganaka block compulsory. Okay? Just meer indent chesi odleste saripotundi. Now the body of the loop is only single line. So I have removed the brackets. It is completely valid in Java, C, C++2. Okay? So it's not scolding. That means it's okay. So is it okay? Amma, is it okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So while writing while loop, the care you have to take is you should have an index variable which is having some initial value. Okay. And some it's based on our requirement. And this index value variable is placed in the expression. And that index value have to be incremented inside the body of the loop so that this condition becomes false somewhere. Okay. As a coder, you only have to take care when you have to terminate your loop. Okay. You're the main controller of your code. Okay. But try to write simpler and clean code. It's not possible to write the code which looks in Python, which looks like Python code, but still try to write simpler code. Okay. So this is the syntax of while loop. How the loop executes. So you'll have a condition. If the condition is true, it will execute, and it will go on executing this set of statements until this condition becomes false. Whenever it becomes false, it will come out of this. Okay. Now I have not written output. Meer cheptaru ane intention tho. What is the output of this? What is the output of this? Good, good. Nice. So system.out.print. I intentionally removed the ln. That means there is no new line. Okay. So 1 space 2 space 3 space 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay. And these two are homework for you. Find the factorial of a number using while loop. I am specifying while loop here. Okay. Find the factorial of a number using while loop. Find the sum of squares of first n numbers using while loop. Okay. So you write these two programs on a piece of paper are in your running notes. Okay. And I'll open an assignment kind of thing in Google Classroom. That picture you have to upload there. Understood what I said? Any doubt here?
No.
On a piece of paper, at the right corner, you write your number in a way that I can understand. Okay. Anyways, you submit it from your account, but I want your number there. Okay. If I regularly teach in class, I would have identified your handwriting by this time. But I'm unfortunate. I'm unable to see you. I'm not lucky to see you people now. Okay. So write these two programs on a piece of paper. Take a picture, and I'll open one more assignment by afternoon. You upload there that picture. Okay. As my voice is breaking, I want to quit today. But your quiz is ready. Go to classroom. That quiz is for attendance. This quiz is for assignment. This is assignment 1. Okay. Yesterday someone is worrying about marks. This is for marks. Okay, Namma? Go to Google Classroom. I'll make it open. You will find a quiz with the name. You will find a quiz with the name. Quiz 15/07/2020. Okay. Now it will open for you. Okay. Submit the quiz. So for today, I'll take the break. Okay. Bye. Bye. No, bye.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, madam.
Okay.
Bye, ma'am.
Complete those two programs.
Okay, ma'am.